what point in time did you, and I feel like I almost could answer this just by if I could remember your tweets, but at what point in time did you say or think, okay, we're not going back to normal? This is a forever change. Nothing is going back to, let's say, January 2020, how life was. I just this morning I was looking at photos that, these photos pop up in your memories on your iPhone, and it was literally February of 2020, partying with friends, and I thought, wow, if I only knew. But what point did it hit you that things weren't going back that way?
I mean, March 2020.
Okay.
And the reason why is more it's more just an understanding of the nature of politics than anything else, because what I saw was a global crisis. And I know you always have to know that at any given time there are a bunch of pet projects of tyrants sitting in the wings waiting for a crisis so that they can implement them. These things that get introduced are not, you think about even down to the vaccines, like, how do you manufacture this much pharmaceuticals with this little notice? Oh, no. This takes getting the factories tooled up, getting all of this. No. This was done and waiting. So for me, I knew, like, okay, there's a series of things, whether it's pharmaceutical-wise, whether it's financial-wise, whether it's war-wise, whether go down the list, surveillance-wise, implementing, different communications technologies, all of these things, giving bailouts to certain groups, bank bailouts, whatever you want to do, paying off your constituency, all of that was just waiting for this. And I said, well, this one's too big because everybody's going to get involved in this one. And once you have that level of momentum, it can't go back. Like, it's not that in these crises that anything ever does go back. It's just that you don't notice it because it's like one thing and it's drawn out over like 6-7 years. Right? But look, we still have to take off our shoes at the airport. Okay?
Yep.
For the shoe bomber, Richard Reed. People don't even know why. Youngsters don't even know why. They think we've always taken off our shoes at the airport.
The liquid rule.
The
it's
liquid
the same thing. Yes.
It came in at the same time. It came in like maybe 2 to 3 months after the shoes thing. Right? So, no, in my adulthood, I've walked on planes with holding drinks.
Yep.
Holding water in my hand in my adulthood, right? When I was flying from California to DC and back for college, right? Of course, I didn't take off my shoes. I didn't have this. The security was next to nothing. I walked through like a metal detector at Ontario Airport and onto the tarmac.
And your family could meet you at the gate if they wanted to back then, which is another thing kids will never, I sound like a boomer again, but that is crazy to think. My family would pick me up at the gate, and you'll never do that again.
Yeah, and so you asked, like, when did you know it wasn't going back to normal? I lived through 9/11. None of that's gone back to normal. Why should I assume that something orders of magnitude bigger, like, that's going to affect every single person is going to have to deal with this? It's not just like tie a yellow ribbon for the things that happen in 2 cities, in New York and in Arlington, Virginia. It's not that, right? It's going to be everywhere. So I was like, well, if we haven't gone back to normal from 9/11, this is such a much bigger crisis. I saw it. I said, well, then it's never going back to normal. March 2020.